Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. This will help me to reach a broader audience, and I could help more people with their home cooking. This is truly one of those fusion dishes. It's a combination of cuisines from many different countries. It is truly a combination of Indian, Pakistani, Chinese, Thai, Malaysian, and Indonesian. I cook everything of this dish in a wok. I start out with frying some bacons. And then I add uncooked rice to the wok. And I put in different type of vegetables. The primary vegetable I put in there is kale, which come from my wife's garden. And then I throw in some carrots, followed by some Napa cabbage. This then followed by some jalapeno pepper. And then I season the dish with oyster sauce, hoisin sauce, and finally I put 2 eggs over the dish. And everything is cooked in a single wok, very convenient and quick. And the total cook time is a little bit over 30 minutes. Well, cooking is sometimes you just have to deal with what you have. Now I happen to have some bacon that are given to me by our neighbor. And normally we do not eat much bacon, but this bacon actually is quite nice. They're the thick sliced bacon, and I thought they would go well in this dish. Besides, I'm only going to use a very small amount. But as you can see, just frying this bacon, it gives a lot of fat. I used to like a lot of bacon like everybody else, and I used to eat quite a bit of it. Now looking back, I'm glad that I don't do it anymore. And now this fat actually would do very well with this dish. So I add about 2 cups of rice to the wok. I actually use 3 different kinds of rice. I use a regular long grain rice, and a short grain rice, as well as a wild rice. Actually, I'm not sure whether they would make any difference or not, but since I have all of them, I might as well use them. I next found some cauliflower lingering in the refrigerator. I said, well, I better use them up. This is the advantage of advanced prepping. You will not waste anything. Next comes the kale, which comes from my wife's garden. She loves her garden, and she takes a great pride of the things that she brought in from the garden. Quite often, if I don't use it right away, she will ask me, when are you going to use them? So when she brought in the kale the other day, I decided I'm going to use it right away. Kale is kind of a little bit difficult to cook because they could be quite chewy. And in order to get them to be tender, you need to cook them for a long time. Next, I found some carrot in the refrigerator. And then I found some Napa cabbage that need to be used up as well. By cooking them together with the rice, it will make sure that they will be cooked to the texture that I want. As you can see, this dish is pretty much a catch-all dish. You can put in any kind of vegetables that you want. Like my wife often said to me, well, you can throw in the kitchen sink if you have to. I used my 14-inch Cuisinart stainless steel wok to cook this meal. The one thing nice about this wok is that it comes with a very nice glass cover. And this is one of the reasons I really enjoy using this wok. The dish looked pretty nice cooked after I have it under cover for about 20 minutes. I start to mix up the content in the wok. You probably will not be able to see it. Maybe you can. At the bottom of the wok, some of the rice got burned. You might say, oh no, they are burnt. But this is actually the best part of this dish, because it gives the rice a crunch to them. I next found some jalapeno pepper in the refrigerator, so I thought, well, it would be good to add it to them. Now, for those of you who look at this dish and said, well, I don't like vegetables, I'm not going to like this at all, I strongly urge you to give this a try, because the combination of these vegetables really make this dish amazing. I'm first going to add some fried chili in oil sauce, and then I follow by seasoning it with a little bit of oyster sauce. And this is followed by with some hoisin sauce. You probably have seen me use this sauce combination a great deal in my recent videos. I don't know, this is something that I really enjoy at this moment. I'm sure in time I will change and switch to some other seasoning strategies. To me, this is what all flavor chasing is all about. Go with what you like. Next, I'm going to add 2 eggs to the dish. And I learned this from my Indonesian friend, and she put an egg on top of almost every dish that she cooks. I then put the covers back on. But as you can see, by adding eggs, you really enhance the nutritional value of this dish. I let it cook for another 4 to 5 minutes and the dish is now ready. You can serve the egg actually separately on top of the rice, but in this case I'm going to mix the egg directly into the rice. So okay, the dish is ready to be served. And for your convenience, I'm going to put the recipe of this improvised dish below the video. Now this dish turned out to be an excellent way to use up the kale. As you can see, all this kale almost completely disappeared. However, they are really tender. Then they add a great deal of flavor to the dish. As I have mentioned before, this dish is a complete improvisation based on what I have. I have some idea how it's going to turn out, but I do not know exactly. It tastes great, but most importantly, it makes my wife very happy because I use up her kales right away. If you would like to see what I do every day in my kitchen, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post a video each day so you can see what I am up to. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.